On top about Spurs.
Yeah.
3-0 against Burnley.
Aggressive little win for Tottenham.
Yeah, look, it is Burnley at home, but your man, Fred, if anyone doesn't know, Fred's a big West Ham fan behind the camera. Mohamed Kudus. This guy. I feel a little bit embarrassed on Kudus because I think when we did the video about biggest disappointment, I might have put Kudus because I didn't know if he fit into the system, but this guy is a serious player.
Yeah.
Honestly, that first assist for Richarlison's goal,
Yeah.
when he's standing still and then boom, straight on his left foot, cutting on the right foot. Was it? I can't remember if that was the first goal or the second. Was that second goal? Richarlison, beautiful finish. Oh man, but yeah, Kudus was a handful all day. He was just Spurs' most dangerous player. I think if he can. The thing is, Thomas Frank turned Mbeumo into a 20-goal Premier League winger. If he can do anything similar with Kudus, that is a serious player. Because we saw Kudus in his first season at West Ham was quality. Obviously, last season wasn't quite the same. But yeah, Kudus looks impressive.
What's really interesting on Kudus, like since you mentioned Mbeumo, like Kudus' problem is he's not a great finisher, is he? He doesn't have that killer instinct. And I remember Brentford with Mbeumo, he was on a run. I think it was their first season in the Prem where he just kept hitting the post and his finishing didn't look good at all. And then obviously Thomas Frank managed to get like the best out of him. So where you're saying that, that's actually quite a good comparison because maybe he can get that out of Kudus as well, that just having that killer instinct.
Yeah.
And I think Solanke, when he comes back as well, is going to be a real serious asset to Spurs.
Yeah.
You see what they did with, Frank did with Ivan Toney. They're very sort of in the same mould. So yeah, they could be an interesting team this season.
Yeah.
For sure.
And Richarlison as well.
Yeah.
I've never thought Richarlison's a bad player. I thought he was good at Everton. I don't think he was necessarily deserving of a £60 million move or whatever it was to Spurs. But I have to say, yeah, Frank's getting a tune out of him. The 2 goals he scored were quality. I think he was also good in the Super Cup against PSG. So if he can keep getting better, I know Spurs fans really like him. I was speaking to my friend who's a good Spurs fan yesterday. He said everyone's behind him, all the fans. 2 quality goals, look good again. I think Solanke's going to struggle to get back into that team if Richarlison keeps performing like that. And then, yeah, they've also got exciting players. I know, they've got Tell, who's still only 19.
Yeah.
Brennan Johnson came on and scored. Odebear still yet to come into this squad. And if they can sign an Eze, and I don't think Savinho is going to happen, but I think Eze will. Spurs look exciting, mate.
Yeah,
they could be challenging for top 8, top 6.
They're playing
Champions League place.
They're playing Man City this weekend. So yeah, that's obviously the first like proper test to them. So I'll be interested to see how they get on. What do you think might happen in that match?
And Spurs City,
It's
going to be a juicy one.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good game. I think it'll be close. I think Spurs will give them where is it?
It's at the Etihad.
I think Spurs will give them a really good game. I think there'll be goals.
Thomas Frank as well had a great record at Brentford against City as well. I remember Tony scored a really good goal there when they were like running hot, Man City were. So yeah, it will be interesting. I still think City, based on how they played on Saturday, I can't see them not doing it. But I think Spurs will give them a real good test.
Yeah, I hope for the sake of Arsenal that City, it was just a one-off against Burnley. So I would like to see Spurs go toe-to-toe and City kind of crumble a little bit. I think there's weaknesses in City's team, for sure. I think, right back's a problem. Vardy was out, so, Stones and Diaz, if Stones can stay fit, it's a good partnership. But defensively there's problems. Like I said, I don't think Pep necessarily knows who their best team is.
No.
But I want to see those frailties that we saw from City last season. Otherwise, it could be a long season for the rest of the league. So